Airlines and travel industry has been using the global distribution systems, or commonly known as the GDS, for over 30 years. Traveling today has been made easier with the use of GDS. Global distribution systems are an intermediary between vendors such as hotels and airlines and service providers such as online travel agencies. GDS companies design their system to be accessible to clients through the internet and let them compare travel information from various tourism service providers. The GDS is often used to tap into the corporate travel market because it has the ability to present hotels, flights, and car rentals in one simple interface, which is convenient. Many companies organizing trips for their staff will use the GDS as their preferred booking method. But why do we even need a third party to sell a product? Well, it goes back to the history. The history of a global distribution systems dates back to the 1960s when a more sophisticated method was needed to keep track of flight schedules, availability, and prices. As early as the 1970s, GDS were some of the first companies in the world to facilitate business-to-business electronic commerce, or commonly known as the e-commerce now. Airlines realized that by automating the reservation process for travel agents, they could make the travel agents more productive and essentially turn them into an extension of the airline sales force. There are a dozen GDSs in the world, but 98% of the market is shared between the big four, namely the Amadeus, Sabre, Travelport, and Galileo. Amadeus has been operating for over 30 years, building critical solutions to help airlines, hotels, railways, travel agencies, tour operators, and more to run their business and improve the travel experience. Amadeus is considered the most versatile GDS. It consolidates around 490 airlines, 770,000 hospitality properties, 69 car rental companies, and transfer carriers in 42,000 locations. There are 43 railway carriers and 23 cruise and ferry lines. The main area of Amadeus distribution is the EMEA region, or Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Both North and South America and the APAC region, or the Asia Pacific, are equally popular. The Sabre GDS is a global distribution system with a strong background. It has descended from a computer reservation system which was initially developed by American Airlines. So, it's fair to assume that Sabre mostly serves for the Americas. In the Asia Pacific, this GDS was less popular until it bought the largest GDS in Asia, which is the Abacus. The EMEA region is the least served. The Sabre distribution channel unites around 440 airlines, 50 railway carriers, 37 car rental companies across 40,000 destinations, 20 cruise lines, and more than 1 million hotel properties. The Galileo GDS traces its roots back to 1971 when United Airlines created its first computerized central reservation system, or the CSR. Due to the high market penetration of the Sabre and Apollo systems, owned by American Airlines and United Airlines respectively, WorldSpan and Galileo were created by other airline groups in an attempt to gain market share in the computer reservation system market. The Galileo system was moved from Denver, Colorado to the WorldSpan data center in Atlanta, Georgia in 2008, following the merger of Travelport and WorldSpan. Although they now share the same data center, they continue to be run as separate systems. Travelport GDS is the youngest among the big players. Formed in 2001, it is an American company providing distribution, technology, payment solutions for the travel and tourism industry. It is the smallest by revenue of the top 4 global distribution systems after Amadeus, IT Group, and Sabre Corporation, but it is growing rapidly in the developing markets like India, Latin America, and Asia Pacific. The company also provides IT services to airlines such as shopping, ticketing, and departure control.